Prater The Ballgame, KTIK The Ticket, welcoming on our video audience for our Dollar Loan Center video segment here on Prater and The Ballgame. Blind Appeal College Football Hour. We got a good one today. We'll talk Boise State, but first, Prater, the man from Idaho, one of our favorite guests. We bring him back on as a national champion, as a first-team all-conference Big Ten tight end, and, of course, a hell of a career roping goats in Gooding, Idaho. We welcome back Colston Loveland to Idaho Sports Talk. Colston, congratulations. Thanks for taking the time with us little old folks here in Boise, man.
Hey, no problem. Appreciate you guys having me on. Hope everything's going well.
We've been doing well, man. Yeah, we appreciated you coming on all those times back when you were in the recruiting process. We're pumped to get you back and catch up with your story and all that good stuff. We've paid close attention to you. Obviously, Colston, you have a lot of fans in the state of Idaho for a lot of reasons here. Just how does it feel to be a national championship winning football player from Gooding, Idaho at the University of Michigan?
Man, it's truly an honor just, to be in that position, to be able to represent Idaho. And I feel the love and the support all the way from over here in Michigan from you guys back home. I think I'm just glad it's kind of bringing everyone together and bringing everyone to sports as well. Yeah, truly a blessing. And man, I'm glad we got it done this year.
Oh, it was a beautiful thing to watch too, Colston Loveland. We're going to break down the game a little bit, but I certainly want to know about the 12 hours afterwards. And we don't get a chance to talk to national champions anymore. And that was such a cool game, such a cool moment, and such a great performance by yourself. So walk us through. The TV goes off, the confetti is done falling. What does the University of Michigan, what does Colston Loveland do for the next 12 hours?
Oh, man. So, we go back to the locker room. Obviously, we celebrate in the locker room, have some media, do some interviews, took the bus back to the team hotel, a bunch of people there, a bunch of fans there waiting for us, and then just celebrate and hang out with the guys one last time before all those seniors and 50 years, 60 years head on out. But really just hanging out and cherishing one last moment together.
What about family? What about family and friends from Idaho? I don't know if there was any kind of contingent. I know your coach, Cam Anderson, wasn't able to do it. He had some coaching responsibilities at a convention, but what kind of representation did you get from the state of Idaho, and did you get a chance to hug mom and dad afterwards?
Oh, yeah. I see my mom and dad, my brothers, Cass and Caden. Had some more family friends, aunts, uncles. A bunch of people came out, and I was able to see them after the game, give them hugs, and it was great seeing those guys.
Colston Loveland with us, star tight end, University of Michigan from Gooding, Idaho. And I remember, Colston, you said your brother, I think it was Carroll College that he played at. Big football family.
Yes,
yep, you came from. How often did mom, dad, and your family get to attend games in the big house? A lot of parents try to fly every weekend. Is your family one of those?
So they did a good job breaking it up. Like both of them came to a couple, but my mom would come to a couple, and my brothers would, and my dad would come to a couple. They were able to make it out to quite a few games. I'd say probably about six or seven games, probably.
Nice.
In a way, yeah.
Colston, did you have a chance? Johnny introduced you as the man from Idaho, and we've been saying that phrase on here for a couple of days because that's what Chris Fowler said. There was about a 90-second clip from that national television broadcast where you had that big play in the second half, and he called you the man from Idaho, went on to tell some other rodeo and goat tying stories and talked about the Harbaughs coming out to Gooding. Did you have a chance to listen to that clip by chance?
I haven't. I watched the TV copy. I watched a little bit of the TV copy, seen some clips on Twitter and everything about him saying that. But like I said earlier, it's just cool that they kind of tie Idaho to me, and the fact that I could represent such a great state and such great people from that state. It's pretty good opportunity.
Yeah, Colston, I wrote this question down. I wanted to ask you, how often do folks mention Idaho to you? I mean, is it every damn day? Oh, you're the man. You're the Idaho dude.
Yeah. A lot of the times it's like, maybe someone mess it up. They'll say Iowa. I'll be like, no. It's
I hate
West,
that.
and they're like, oh, the potatoes, right? Like, yeah, you got it.
Well, let's talk about this. Let's ask the big, broad, important question here, dude. You're in Gooding, Idaho, and now you're on the national television stage winning national championships. And athletes, especially elite athletes like yourselves, are so confident in your abilities, but I don't know if you ever dreamed it would happen like this. Talk about when you went to Michigan, what your expectations were, and now that you're a national champion, how do you process that?
Yeah, I mean, I think, as soon as I took my visit to Michigan, I knew they had something special going on. The culture was very close. Coach Harbaugh, all the staff, the players, everyone was just such a tight-knit group. I just knew something was good, and obviously went there to win games, win championships. First year got the Big Ten championship, and then came up short that year. And ever since that game, we everyone on the team had one goal in mind. We had some experience coming back, and that just all year that was our focus, and that was our main goal. And man, it feels damn good to have it done.
Nice.
Yeah.
How much better as a football player are you right now? And what's the reason behind all? I mean, I'm sure it's the complete package of you and coaching and culture and fundamentals and parents' behavior, all that kind of stuff. But how did you get better?
Yeah, I mean, I think you kind of just hit on a lot of it. I think it starts first and foremost with God, especially just giving me the ability, and then my family. They've raised me to be a really good kid, and kind of work hard. And like you said, the coaching is a huge part. Coach Grant Newsom, he's the tight ends coach, and he's done a great job developing me so far, especially in the run game and the pass game. Just being around, just playing against our defense every day, and just the athletes we have in the building. It's the reps you get in practice, it makes you better, and especially going against such high level competition.
National championship winning tight end, University of Michigan's Colston Loveland, Gooding High School, with us here on Idaho Sports Talk. Colston, you're going to have like 15 teammates drafted in a couple of months. And a lot of people think you are, like a lot of those teammates at Michigan, on the trajectory to be one of them for maybe the class of 2025. Now, you have eligibility beyond that. How do you picture this? Because your buddies, they're all getting ready for the NFL. So you have that process right in front of your face, Colston. You see it every single day. What is the plan for you moving forward? If you have the opportunity, I mean, could this be the last year, next year, we see Colston Loveland play for the University of Michigan? Is the NFL still in your sights?
Oh, yeah, man. It's crazy to see all the old guys leave, and it sucks to see. Obviously, we'd love them back for another year, but
yeah,
everyone's going to make that decision. And yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward right now, really just focusing on running back another national championship with the team. But I'm going to have a decision to make, whether that's next year, the year after that. But
yep.
I have a good feeling that my family, coaches, and everyone around me will help me make the right decision, and just keep on keeping on, man.
I love it. Colston Loveland with us. How much did you notice, like, your upbringing in Idaho, and everybody makes the jokes, the rodeo and whatnot. I mean, I'm sure a lot of those aspects prepared you, for what's going on, for what you do day in, day out at Michigan, Colston?
Yeah, I would say so. I'd say just kind of growing up from Idaho, small town, like you said. Parents always worked hard. They were always working their butts off, and everyone in my family was. So it kind of just, that was kind of the mindset. Always playing a bunch of sports. Got to get to practice, workouts. So it's always been, we've always worked, and me and my older brother have always done that. So it kind of translated pretty well to college, and yeah, just like you said, having that background coming from a place like that makes the transition pretty easy.
Michigan tight end, the new national champion, Colston Loveland, joining us right here on Idaho Sports Talk. Colston, I'd love to break down that big monster catch you had in the second half of the game on Monday night, but I'm more intrigued, and we talked about this. We dedicated a whole segment to it on Tuesday in terms of the blocking ability and the physicalness. And Johnny asked you about the NFL. That's going to get you into the NFL. Johnny asked you about your rodeo background, where some of this toughness was born. But I think it was the second Donovan Edwards run where you had the seal block on the outside on the right there, and it just totally sprung Donovan Edwards, which really kind of catapulted you guys into the next level of this football game. How much pride do you take in blocking? How much did you do that at Gooding, and how much have you had to learn that at Michigan?
Yeah, I mean, take huge pride in it, especially here at Michigan. Our coaches, that's one of the biggest things. If you want to get the ball, you got to block for the ball. And, I did a little bit of it in Gooding, but lot of the times I was, trying to get the ball, running routes or whatever. But I think, just blocking is just the only way really to get better at it is to do it and learn technique, obviously, which the coach has done a really good job of helping me and preparing me. But it's just here at Michigan, man, you know how it is. The tight ends, they're always hard nosed, got to get their nose in there. But no, I take pride in that, and the other tight ends in the room do a hell of a job at it too. So it's easy to learn off those guys. And yeah, man, I'm a big fan of it.
The pride of Gooding, Idaho, Colston Loveland with us here. Colston, how do they feed you at Michigan? I know you guys have the best of everything at Michigan. Training table, locker room, chartered flights. I mean, Michigan has I believe the largest athletics budget in the country last time I looked. What's a typical meal like when Michigan's trying to beef you up, Colston? How do they do it?
Man, it's never like they're forcing me, but at the facility you got breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Especially during season, there's always food at the facility. With pasta, steaks, chicken, rice. So I mean, you never go hungry. That's for sure.
Just made to order. You can walk up and say, "Hey, I'll take a steak, a baked potato, and some asparagus," and someone's on it.
They lay it out. It's already prepared and everything. You just go up there, take a couple scoops of whatever, and kind of grab and go, pick whatever you want. So a ton of options. We got like you said, we got great everything, but our nutritionists, they do a damn good job.
Colston, I don't want to be a buzzkill, but you didn't have to go back to class this week, did you?
Yeah, dude. Are you on campus?
I'm on campus right now. Classes just started today. I didn't today. I'll be there tomorrow.
You ditched today? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I didn't quite make it today, but
I like that. As a matter of fact, from Prater in the Ballgame, you have permission to ditch tomorrow and Friday as well. As far as we're concerned here in Boise, you guys go back to class on Monday. What kind of reception? Have you guys had the official reception? Are you doing a basketball halftime show, or are you doing a parade in the stadium? What kind of reception are you getting back there in Ann Arbor, and how are they going to celebrate this thing?
Yeah, I mean, when we got back yesterday, there was a bunch of fans waiting at the facility. They're on the practice field standing out there. It was raining and everything. They're still standing out there supporting, which is cool. But we also got a parade this Saturday. I'm not quite. It's in Ann Arbor, but I'm not sure how it'll be set up. But
nice.
should be a pretty good turnout.
What about this summer and visits and plans to come back to Idaho? I know your time is limited.
Yes.
Do you pop back in and hang out with mom and dad a little bit and Gooding? What's your plans for the summer and coming back to Idaho?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, hopefully, here in a week or two, I could maybe get back home. But if not, maybe spring break. I'll probably be home for a couple of days, and then in May I'll be able to come home for a good week or two, which will be real nice.
Colston, Colston, do you have a plan? Do you have a vision of, say you're fortunate to play in the NFL for 10, 15 years and exhaust football completely, have enough money to do whatever it is you want to do in life? Do you know what you would want to do in that life?
Oh man, that's a good question. That's a question, I don't think I've quite figured out yet. But like you said, I mean, the goal and the aspirations right now are playing the league as long as I can. And, whether that's 3 years, 10 years, whatever that is, I'm going to have a plan. But right now I'm just kind of focused on playing ball.
I don't know if the coaches have thrown this out at you already, but now you have to motivate yourself to do it again. You have to motivate yourself to get better. This whole entire offseason will be more important and more critical than ever before. So how do you approach this offseason, and where do you want to get better?
Yeah, I mean, I think always room for improvement. I think my game as a whole can improve, whether that's route running, technique, footwork. You're definitely working the off season, with just working on that timing with the quarterbacks as well. And I think, like you said, winning the national championship this year, that obviously sets a higher standard, which I think our team's going to be motivated by, and we're going to roll right into this off season with the same chip on our shoulder we had last year. And yeah, I'm excited to get this thing going.
It's crazy. I mean, next year you're going to be one of the old guys. You're going to be one of the leaders of this team, Colston, of the Michigan brand. You're one of the more recognizable faces on the team right now. Gooding, Idaho's own. We love having a front row seat for this ride you are on, Colston Loveland. And we're going to let you get to class. We're going to let you do your stuff, and maybe we'll reach out in May or something like that and get you back on the show as you get a little closer to the off season and stuff. Colston, you got a lot of fans in Idaho, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate, like I said before, I appreciate the support coming from back home. You know, I'm going to get out there. I wanted to maybe set up a camp or something, you know, figure out when I get time, but
that'd be awesome.
Able to get everyone together and really get back. But
Colston, you let us know if you're going to do a football camp, and we will broadcast our show from the field of the inaugural Colston Loveland Wolverine football camp. Okay? We'll be there with you.
That sounds good. Yeah, I'm going to try to get things rolling on it. We can figure it out. Stay
in touch. Colston's no problem. Colston's going to bring 4 or 5 of his Michigan teammates too, Prater. That's going to be a sweet deal. Thanks, Colston. Great stuff, man.
No, thank you guys. Appreciate you having me on.
That's why you listen to Idaho Sports Talk. Our Blind Appeal College Football Hour will continue. Prater, we go from Colston Loveland, and we'll talk a little bit about that. But Spencer Danielson had the greatest kind of press conference for Prater as a football presser during halftime of a basketball game. And that's what we got last night, huh?
Let's do it. Let's listen to what Spencer Danielson had to say about his new quarterback and his new roster, actually.
Prater in the ball game.
From the Beacon Plumbing Traffic Studios, this is Ticket Traffic.